I caught my gaslighting husband cheating. It gets worse. The woman at the back was his long-lost sister. I fell for her and left him.
My husband had been acting strange for months, protective with his phone, evasive about his whereabouts. I started watching his location and the patterns in his lies. My stomach dropped every time the dot moved where it shouldn't. In my head, I kept a running list. Late texts, vague excuses, the bar ping after midnight. I told myself, collect facts. Do not confront. Do not tip your hand. One night, he said he was heading to his best friend's place, Max's place, even though Max was out of the country. I checked his location, the bar. I parked and let my hands stop shaking. If I walk in and see nothing, I'm paranoid. If I walk in and see something, I can't unsee it. I chose to see it. I walked in preparing the worst. I scanned the room. My chest tightened. He sat at the very back, a woman across from him sharing a beer, laughing. My chest tightened when I heard her laugh. I stared with pain in my eyes. My husband turned his head in my direction. I crouched behind the nearest table, heart racing. Count to 20. Breathe. If he sees me, I'm the crazy wife. If he doesn't, I'm the invisible wife. He raised a hand to the waitress and asked for another beer. His head went back to the woman. A fair partner? I thought. It was deliberate. What does she have that I don't? He never looked at me like that. I headed out fast. On the drive home, I rehearsed lines I would never say. I went home and slid under the covers. I cried myself to sleep with the image of her laughing stuck in my head. If he lies again, I will say it. If I'm wrong, I will carry it. That night around 3 a.m., I heard him at the door. He stumbled into the bedroom and flopped onto the bed. He realized he'd woken me and apologized. He kissed my forehead. Good night. Do not tell him what you saw, I thought. Not yet. I said nothing. The next day, I rolled over to a plate with 2 eggs over easy, bacon, and a piece of toast with chocolate syrup. Happy anniversary, my love, it said. Anniversary breakfast after what I saw felt wrong. He wasn't in the room. He slipped into the bathroom behind me and kissed my cheek. What's wrong? I know you've been cheating. He looked taken aback and confused. What are you talking about? You didn't go to Max's. I tracked your location. You went to the bar with a woman. He paused. Then the corners of his mouth formed a grin. He laughed until he had to catch his breath. My face was burning. He thinks I'm ridiculous. He thinks I made this up. I shoved him and walked out of the bathroom. Sit down. Let me explain. I don't want to hear it. I headed to the living room, already building a list of the lies I would not forgive. Give me 30 seconds. I sat. 30. If he wastes them, I'm done. Remember the night at the restaurant? I put away 4 drinks and didn't touch a single slice of bread. I told you about my past. I told you about my long-lost sister. Pieces clicked. The story from that dinner I'd tried to file as background suddenly sat at the center. The woman from last night? Her name is Nora. We were separated as kids. Mom kept me. Her sister took Nora far away. They lost touch. Phone bill issues. Then the aunt passed away. Nora tried to find us for years. How did she find you? State records. Then a social app. We messaged and agreed to meet at the bar. If she's your sister, why lie about Max? If it went bad, I didn't want to drag you into it. I should have told you. I'm sorry. Show me the messages. He handed me his phone. The thread showed a woman named Nora, a last name that matched his on a driver's license, plans to meet, talk, catch up. Dates and times lined up with my log. My stomach dropped again, but for a different reason. I wanted the simple version. Him bad, me right. Now I had to hold a harder picture. Fine. If she's your sister, I want to meet her. Tonight. After dinner. Don't lie again. This is your last easy pass. It was close to noon. We had a couple's massage at 1. We headed to the spa. The car ride had tension. The bar scene kept looping. If she's his sister, I accused a reunion. If she's not, I'm sitting next to a liar. Everything okay at work? It's fine. Keep answers short. Do not make him comfortable for free. He opened my door at the spa. We went in, changed, and lay face down. I watched the time and tried to slow my heart. I replayed our timeline. First lie, first dot at the bar, the grin, the laugh, the word sister. Afterward, he was relaxed. I was less so. We headed home to get ready for dinner. He talked more on the way back. I tried to engage. A nod here, a small question there. Keep the peace until the test. By 6, I dressed. He looked spiffy. We drove to the restaurant, the same one where he first told me about his sister. My stomach dropped again. He wants an easy story. I want the truth. We ate. I forced a few laughs. Toward the end, his phone buzzed. He flipped it over. Nora asked where we were. We're finishing dinner. We'll head to the bar after. Does she know I'm coming? She doesn't. Protecting me or protecting himself? Get the check. We drove to the bar. Anxiety climbed as we got closer. What if I'm walking into another humiliation? He spotted her at the bar talking to the bartender. 2 shots. I walked up behind him. She turned, surprised. This is my wife. This is Nora. It's nice to meet you, Nora said. It's nice to meet you. Watch the small details, how she stands, how he looks at her, how she looks at me. We had drinks. Her smile was warm. Brown hair, green eyes. We talked. We laughed. I hated the things I'd called her in my head. He stayed steady and kept it light. Nora said she was a nurse and planned to move to our town. She asked if she could stay for a while to be close to family. If I say yes, I open the door to a stranger. If I say no, I'm the wall. It's your call. I looked at him. Years apart. A new start. Okay. If this blows up, it'll blow up inside this house. We ended the night with hugs. Nora gave us her number. We drove home. That night I replayed her smile and the way she looked at me. Not just friendly, curious. The next day we met again. We started arranging her move. Her things were states away. She was at a hotel. He pushed for a moving company. It's easier. I agreed. We agreed on a time for the move. Easy is tempting when you're tired. 2 weeks later, Nora settled in. She looked for jobs. During that time, we were bound by the hip. Shopping, new restaurants, nails. In my head, I kept collecting small moments. The way she laughed at my worst joke. The way she listened all the way to the end. The way the room felt when she walked in. He watched us and tried to read it. I said nothing. At dinner, he asked, "How's your stay? Do you need anything?" "I have everything I need right here," Nora said, looking at me. She smiled. My face was burning. Great. As months went by, I spent less time with my husband and more with Nora. Her laugh pulled me in. Being around her made me happy. I cleaned more. I cooked more. My mood improved. In my head, I said, "You are crossing a line." Then I crossed it again the next day. One night in bed, I stared at the dark ceiling thinking about Nora. I pictured a life with her. At first, it was a vision. Then every night before sleep, it became a habit. Tiny scenes, small rooms, both of us there. If I tell her, I ruin the house. If I don't, I ruin myself. 2 days later, after a long day out, we sat at a table waiting for our order. "Do you like me?" "Of course I like you," Nora said. "Beyond friendship?" "Say it plain. Do not dress it up." She held my eyes, brought my chin forward, and kissed me. "Does that answer your question?" I didn't move. Heat rose. Every imagined scene flashed through. I had never told my husband I was bi. Guilt and want hit at the same time. I chose what I wanted and put the guilt aside. "We keep this under wraps." Agreed. We started acting like a couple when my husband was at work. Bedroom, kitchen, even the attic. Then we would cuddle and watch movies. Our rhythm bloomed. Weeks passed. I was light around Nora, and she was more than happy to be with me. When I caught my face, I recognized it. The version of me I had been faking in my marriage now showed up without trying. We set small rules. No messages where my husband could see. No long looks at the table. No inside jokes in front of him. We broke each one in small ways and tried again. I was building 2 lives. One life felt real. The other felt forced. Breakpoint/flip, with price. One afternoon we chose the living room. The front door opened. We froze. It was my husband. He dropped his briefcase. My chest tightened. There was no way back. "What is this?" I said nothing. Nora grabbed a sheet and stood up. "Say something and you might make it worse. Say nothing and you already did. How could you do this to me?" He started to cry. "I'm sorry." I wasn't sorry about the love. I was sorry about the break. I had a hard day. I came home early. This is what I find. Nora wrapped the sheet tight and tried to speak to him. They went to the guest bedroom, yelling, betrayal. You should have stayed in the past. I walked in. Do not talk to her like that. If there is a line, I am already over it. His sadness flipped to rage. You're an ungrateful wife. You're having an affair with my sister. I'm in love. The only true sentence I had left. The price came fast. The next day he served me divorce papers. I showed them to Nora. He finally gave you what you wanted, I said. Part of me wanted him to fight for me so I could refuse him out loud. She laughed. He did. At the divorce hearing, my husband looked like a mess. Hair greasy, unkempt, dark circles under his eyes. The cheerful man I knew was gone. I felt bad. Then I remembered the back table, the grin, and the laugh at my accusation. I felt less bad. Nora kept me steady and made dinner so I wouldn't sit with it for too long. I ate and breathed and let the papers be what they were. Months later, Nora and I lived together. She landed a nursing job. We enjoyed our life the same as before, without the need to sneak. New house rules. Clear plans. No lies. Talk through the day before bed. We kept them. When I woke up, I did not check a map. I checked my face and recognized it. By morning, I made coffee and watched Nora get ready for work. She kissed my forehead. See you tonight, she said. See you tonight. I choose my life.